Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Keely Verrett, and welcome to the Art of Self-Healing. Today, we're going to talk about 5 ways that busy brown-eyed women find time to heal. So thank you so much for joining us today. I'm very, very excited about sharing all of this information that I have for you. I know that you're busy, so we're going to jump right in. Now, I just want to make sure that you're in the right place. I want to tell you that this masterclass is for any woman with brown eyes who is super busy and needs to find time to take care of herself and reset her body. Now, it's also for any woman with brown eyes who's out there trying to do all of the right things, very committed to her health, but still feels like there is something missing and really wants to take her health to the next level. Now, if any of that applies to you, then I can tell you that you are in the right place and that this is definitely for you. All right. Now, today we're going to go about 45 minutes. And during those 45 minutes, I want to make sure that I cover a couple of things. We're going to cover a lot, and we're going to do it in a very, very simple way. I want to give you the step-by-step strategy to fit a self-healing routine into your life, even on your busiest of days, so that you don't have to go weeks, months, or years neglecting yourself. I also want to give you a proven method to naturally energize your body, decrease your pain, clear your mind, and balance your mood without medication. I want to give you the simple trick that you can use to get deep, refreshing sleep, even when your mind won't shut down or when you're in pain, and even when you're feeling stressed out. The blueprint to heal your foggy brain, to concentrate better, and to start accomplishing goals that you've been putting off and feeling guilty about. The tools that you need to heal your body from the inside out instead of using band-aids or quick fix solutions that don't give you lasting results. Now, I'm going to also give you a simple format to turn your long workouts and your boring health food plans into a self-healing lifestyle that is easy and fun and adaptable to even the most challenging schedules. The recipe to reset your body, to regain control of your health, and to move into this next phase of your life with power and with control and in good health, so that you don't ever have to feel helpless again. All right? Now, I do want to make a promise to you, and that is that I will give you a step-by-step strategy to naturally heal your body and to fit it into your busy schedule so that you can start feeling like yourself again. Even if you're doing all of the right things, even if you don't have the discipline, and even if you don't have the time. All right? Now, I do have a few house rules. I just want to mention those here. This is only for women who are already on a health journey, who are very committed to their health and are ready to take their health to the next level. And only for women who are wearing many hats, who are ultra busy and really have a strong desire to fit self-care into their busy lives. That is who this is for. Now, I want to take a moment and really just kind of check in with you and see exactly where you are, right? Have you been too busy to take care of yourself? Are you frustrated with eating right, working out, and taking vitamins, but not getting the results that you want? Are you spending hours researching and trying new things, but you cannot seem to crack the code? Are you getting overwhelmed and trying to figure it out on your own? Or do you feel like no one understands you? On some days, do you feel like you're living your life in a fog, halfway in and halfway out? Are you scared that you may be sliding down the same path of bad health like your mom or your dad or some of your family members, even though you swore that you would not? Are you frustrated because you tell others exactly what to do, but for some reason you can't seem to make it work in your own life? Are you out there trying to be strong, but secretly you feel weak and like a fraud? And day after day, do you put on the face and act like you're fine when deep down you know that you could be better? Do you find yourself more exhausted than usual, having difficulty concentrating at work, and really finding it hard to juggle all of your obligations? Are you disappointed because you've worked so hard to get to this point, and now that you've made it, you don't feel like you thought you would? Are your work schedule, your family, and other obligations, making it very difficult to give yourself the love and the care that you know that you deserve. And on some days, do you feel resentful and angry because you cannot seem to fit yourself in? Or you find yourself snapping out or even withdrawing from the people that you love? Are you the one that everyone depends on, but also at the end of the day, you're left feeling frustrated and unsupported? And secretly, do you know that you need help, but you don't know what to do or who to ask? Are you ready to do everything that you can to get back on track, to start feeling like yourself again, and to take care of all of your obligations without sacrificing your own health or your own peace of mind? And finally, are you scared that if you don't figure this out really soon, that you won't be able to fake it much longer? Or have you thought about, like, what in the world would life be like if you got sick? So I know that's a lot to take in and a lot to think about, but I want to let you know that none of that is the real problem, right? The real problem is that you have not made what I call the shifts. Now, we're going to talk about what those shifts are and exactly how to make them, but I want you to know right now that once you make them, you will sleep like a baby and wake up feeling rested and energetic and ready to take on your busy day. You will get the results that you've been searching for because you will know your body, you'll know where your imbalances are, and you'll know how to use the exact foods and the exact herbs and the exact movements to finally crack the code. Now, you will have a healing routine that is so easy and so efficient that you crave it, and you'll never go another day without taking care of yourself. And you'll eat the foods that are healthy and taste delicious so that you won't have to give up your comfort foods, and you can stop sabotaging your success. You'll take care of the people that you love and breeze through your to-do list without sacrificing yourself in the process. You'll handle stressful days and stressful people without letting them drain you or zap your energy or steal your joy. You'll think clearer, you'll perform better, you'll be more productive, you'll be more confident, and you will be more accomplished. You will have the power to reset your body and take care of your health so that you don't have to suffer like the people in your family, or you don't have to feel helpless ever again. And when you look in the mirror, you will see a woman who's stronger, a woman who's more fit, a woman who's more confident, and your insides will finally start to match your outsides, and you will finally be in balance. So I hope that sounds good to you. I want you to understand that when you walk into a room, everyone around you will want to know what you're doing, why you're glowing, and how they can get some of what you're having. All right? Now, before we go any further, I just want to take a brief second and let you know who I am and why you should listen to me. My name again is Dr. Keely Verrett. I specialize in helping women with brown eyes figure out exactly what they're missing so that they can feel better and look better and be better no matter how busy they are. As a clinical holistic eye doctor for over 20 years and one of the only ones in the world, I'm able to use the information in the eye to find the source of the symptoms like exhaustion and pain and anxiety and brain fog before they lead to more serious illnesses. I teach women exactly what they need to do to heal based on their unique bodies, and I empower them with all of the tools that they need to implement it into their busy lives. I get amazing, amazing results in a very short time. And the way that I do this is because I work with each woman individually to determine her root cause, to help her find the time to deal with it. And I actually hold her hand until she gets the results that she wants. Now, I love, love, love working with women who are passionate about their health, who are already on their health journey, and I just love helping these women heal, because usually they are looking for this one piece of missing information to get them to their next level of success, whatever that is for them. And really, when they do that, they unlock unlimited possibilities just to go out there and be great. All right. So here I am with my family. This picture is very, very dear to my heart, because it really does mark a lot of, it just kind of tells me where I have been. When I started my own self-healing journey, I was a very successful doctor. I had two very busy practices. I was doing everything that I had worked for, but I found myself overwhelmed and tired and in burnout. And the day that my energy just kind of dropped out on me, I knew that something was wrong. And so I went to the doctor, and I was diagnosed with hypothyroid and infertility and possibly endometriosis. And that just kind of blew my mind. I knew something wasn't right, but I just didn't know what. Um, so I decided, because it was not a life-threatening thing, I decided to go on my own journey and to find women and find people who had successfully healed themselves. And it took me a very, very long time. It took me almost 7 years, I guess, to do this for myself. But what I found is that there were certain shifts and certain things that these women did that really made self-healing a possibility for themselves. And so I started used it in my own life. I have not been on medication. I have a daughter. I did not have to have surgery. My career has reached places that I never thought it would go, and my life is in balance. And so now I'm here to share those exact shifts with you today. I'm very excited about doing it. And I hope you just kind of sit back and relax as we talk about it, okay? So again, there's 5 shifts that you must make in order to reset your body and to experience lasting health, right? And we're not talking about Band-Aid stuff. We're really talking about lasting health. I'm going to walk you through all 5 of those in this session. Now, the first shift is that busyness is a disease, all right? And most of us either have it or have had it before. And I want to tell you why. It's because women wear many, many hats, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. You may find yourself super busy, going through the motions and out of touch with what is going on inside of your body, right? So if that happens to you, right, if you're too busy and you're out of touch with your body, you can actually miss some very important messages that your body is giving you early on. And this may be the reason why so many women find themselves shocked and caught off guard by chronic illnesses, or, when they go to the doctor, they just don't understand how they got into this place. And so I want to ask you just a couple of questions, just to kind of bring you into the space that I feel like we need to be in order to get over the hump. What happens if you run yourself down and get sick? What happens then? Who will take care of you? What is a family history, right? What is your family health history that you want to avoid? What does your mom have? What does your dad have? Or some of your family members, your sister or your brother? What do you want to avoid? And how important is it to have control of your health and not to feel helpless? And right now, at this point in your life, where you are right now, how balanced is it? All right, if you were honest with yourself. So I know that those are some heavy questions, but I ask them because brown-eyed people are so strong that sometimes it can be a weakness, yeah? Because we can ignore some critical signs that our body needs us to feel. Now, when you're pushing through, and I'm sure that you know what I mean when I say pushing through, you are getting weaker and harming your body for the long term, all right? If you are pushing through and you have a challenging family history, then I can tell you that you are more prone to inheriting that illness. However, if you just learn to slow down just a bit and listen to your body and love your body, then you can actually feel the imbalances as they're happening. You can recognize that you need help, and then you can get the support that you need and make the change that you need to make before you get further down the road and before it's harder for your body to heal. Does that make sense? All right. Now, if you get this right, if you can actually slow down and listen to your body and stop pushing through, then you will be in consistent, intelligent action, working on and healing anything that is out of balance in your body. Your body will know that you are finally starting to pay attention to it, and your symptoms will lessen, and you'll get stronger each and every day. Your body and your mind will start working for you instead of against you. You can actually change your family history and inspire everyone else around you to do the same. Everything in your life will seem easier. I can tell you just by experience, the more you do it, the easier everything in your life will be. You will accomplish more, and you will sleep better, feel better, and have more energy to do all of the things that you love. So many women say that, they don't have the time or the energy to do the very things that they love doing. And some women say that they can't even remember what makes them happy, right? Because they haven't done it in so long. And so if you get this wrong, though, you may miss the opportunity to heal yourself on a very deep level. Your body can get weaker as you age, moving closer and closer to the very things that you want to avoid. You can be wasting your time and wasting your money on things that are not working because you're in denial, or that you're ignoring your symptoms, or that you're basically, or you just too strong to ask for help. And you could be missing out on opportunities in your life. And this is big, right? Because when your body is out of balance, you're missing out on other things in your relationships, in your life, in your career, right? Because you're not actually operating on your full potential. Does that make sense? All right, so now that we've kind of slowed down and we're in tune with our bodies, now I want to tell you exactly what it takes to heal, all right? So the shift number 2 is that you have to heal yourself at the source and not the symptom, okay? For many of you, this is really the missing piece. If you're out there doing all of the right things, but you are not feeling as good as you should, then it's probably because you're going along with the basics. You're going along with the averages, and you are not average, right? So all of the tests that we do with our doctors, all of the blood tests, all of the internet research, all of that is really just based on averages. It's not necessarily based on you and your body. So first of all, just understand, no one has the same body as you. No one has the same health history as you do. No one has your same busy schedule, your same family history, or your same life, or your same challenges, right? So this is the reason why it's so hard to kind of Google your way to health, and it's so many reasons why so many people are so unsuccessful in self-healing, because it's hard to figure out, right? It's hard to figure out when everything that you're doing is based on your symptoms, and everything you're doing is not really based on your individuality. Now, I want to give you an example of this, right? I'm going to use hypertension because I meet so many women with hypertension that are maybe taking a blood pressure pill, or their doctor has told them that their blood pressure is out of balance. Now, when you have hypertension, it could be several reasons, right? It could be because your kidneys are out of balance, because your blood composition is out of balance, because maybe your colon is not working properly, or your liver's not doing what it needs to do all of the time. And those things can be caused by many reasons as well. It could be a mineral imbalance. It could be anemias. It could be your digestion, right? You're not actually receiving the nutrition from your food, which is huge. It could be parasites. It could be yeast. It could be stress. It could be all of these things. It could just be, a real deep family history that you have to overcome. And then your body really has only a few ways to respond, right? All of that can cause you insomnia, right? Maybe you're not sleeping good. Maybe you're exhausted all the time. Maybe you're having joint pains or muscle pains. Maybe you're gaining weight. Maybe you're having night sweats. Maybe you have some type of body odor. Maybe you have headaches. Maybe you have brain fog. You're not concentrating. So these are the ways that your body's kind of communicating to you that things may be out of balance. And I want to take this a little bit deeper. I know we're going to talk about eyes in a minute, but I just want you to just see that and visually see how all four of these individuals have hypertension. But can you just see how all four of them are totally different, right? Just looking at it, you can tell that they're totally different. All right. And I'm here to tell you that all four of them have a different source of their hypertension, and therefore they have a totally different treatment protocol. Now, again, you are totally, totally unique. And I hope that you can see that, right? And how important it is to identify the source if you really want to heal. Can you see how one medication or one herb or one diet or one challenge can never be the full answer for everyone? Can you see how your treatment may be totally different than your girlfriend or somebody on the internet or your mom or your dad, right? Totally different for you than it is for anyone else, because even if you have the same problem. Can you see how difficult all of that could be just to try to figure it out on your own? Again, it took me a long time to figure it out on my own. And once I got the support that I needed, then, you know, things moved very, very, very quickly for me. Now, if you get this right, you can stop comparing yourself to others. You can get down to the real deal and stop putting Band-Aids on stuff while your body gets weaker. You can work on multiple symptoms at one time instead of blindly working on things one at a time. When your health, time really is a factor. You can be very efficient, and you can defy your genetics, and you can move away from family-related illnesses instead of pushing through and going full steam ahead. And then you can make sure that your body is strong enough to deal with stress, to deal with your challenges, to deal with your schedules, to deal with something when something big happens, a death in the family or a move or a divorce or all of these big things that happen in our life. Our bodies have to be strong in order to manage all of those things, so it doesn't take us deeper into deprivation or deeper into sickness or make our bodies weaker, right? So it's very important that we keep our bodies strong. And if you're on a medication, or if you need a surgery, or if you're having a surgery, right, your body's strong enough to deal with the side effects of that. You can come out on the other side of any medical treatments. You can come out on the other side healthier instead of weaker. And those kind of things really make a difference when you talk about longevity and really being here, right, to ride this thing out so that you can be great. Now, if you get this wrong, you may continue to miss the mark, bang your head, basing your research and your time on averages and not the real source and not your individuality. You can waste time researching instead of using your precious time to heal and to work solutions that really make a difference in your everyday life, right? And you may go down the same road as your family and keep feeling helpless, keep feeling unsupported, and keep feeling confused about your health for absolutely no reason. Got it? So now I want to move into the third shift. I know you all knew I was going to say this. Your eyes hold the answers that you have been searching for. And this is, I can tell you that I give this, I speak with doctors and optometrists and medical students and optometry students about this kind of thing all of the time. And it completely blows their minds every time. So I'm happy to share it with you. So there are no blood tests, no medical procedures to determine the body's imbalances before you get sick, right? And when I say that, I mean that everything that we base our, when we give tests to a patient, we want to know if your body is within the range or without a range, or outside of the range. And that really, again, is based on averages. And if it is within normal range, then there's no treatment, right? And I know some of you are right there, right? Your body's feeling crazy, but your blood test and everything is coming back normal. Well, the eye gives you the information to know where the imbalances are, even if nothing has shown up on your blood test. And that is the beautiful, beautiful magic of the eye, right? It holds information that could actually be the missing piece that you've been looking for, especially if you're doing all of the right things, but you still can't figure it out, especially when you feel like something's wrong, but all of your medical tests, again, are normal. especially when you have a diagnosis that there's no cure except for long-term medications. And again, you can take the medications and the medications may very well be necessary, but wouldn't it be great to know where the imbalances are and you can be working on that in your everyday life? Your beautiful brown eyes can hold the key to finding the answers that you're looking for. All right. Now here's an eye, and here are, I just want to give you an idea of what I look at. I look at the color. I look at markings. I look at pigments. You can see some brown pigments and yellow pigments and all of this different texture. And one of the reasons why I just really decided to do what I do as far as looking at the eye and the iris and iridology is because even in the world of iridology, there's just not a lot of iridologists, or I don't think there are any iridologists that specialize in brown eyes, because brown eyes tend to be a little bit harder to figure out. And, it's just I realize that it's just a lot of people out there missing out on information. And so many of us are searching for the information and we need it. So here is just a picture of all of the different eyes. I really get excited about all of this, right? You can see different textures and different colors and different pigments, and all of these things mean something to me, and all of these things can unlock the key to the source of your symptoms. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about people with brown eyes, right? People with brown eyes tend to be silent sufferers, all right? And what that means is that we tend to go longer before seeking help, all right? I can handle it. I'm fine. Taking aspirin. I'm good. Running through, pushing through. That's kind of like our thing. And what that means for a clinician or for any medical doctor or for anyone who deals with people with brown eyes is that once that person shows up and they say that, look, these symptoms are getting bad, I'm not feeling right, then typically those things have been going on for a long time, all right? Typically the body is already weaker, and typically whatever is going on is more chronic. Does that make sense? I work with women that, 5-10 years they've been having the same symptoms, and they've been kind of working, either pushing through or just working to kind of figure it out on their own. But what that means for you is that it means more medications, it means stronger medications, it means harsher treatments, it means that you're maybe closer to some type of surgical intervention, it means less time, your body's harder to heal naturally. And that's really what it means, and that's what it boils down to. So all of this information here is to get you into the mindset of knowing that, look, maybe I need to take care of this earlier, maybe I need to get some support, and maybe there is an answer. Maybe I don't have to feel like this, right? So finding the time. Yeah. So many women say, look, I don't have any time. I want you to understand that when you do find the time to do it and really prioritize yourself and your self-help, and when you have the right system in place and you know what you're working with and you're doing it in an efficient way, that everything again in your life becomes easier. So you are not as stressed out, you're not as overwhelmed, you're not in pain, you're kind of focused now, and you kind of move those things out of the way and everything gets easier. Once you kind of know where the imbalance is and you build a system around it and you find the time to do that, your next major challenge is really just fitting it in your busy schedule. Knowing what to do and then getting into consistent action, the getting into consistent action is the real recipe to self-healing, right? So it's not enough to just know the information. And I know I meet with some highly intelligent women every day who know a lot of things, but we need to bring it out of your head and into your actual life, into your life. Now, Tam is such a beautiful, beautiful example of this because she is a fitness professional. She was in pain and having insomnia for many, many years, probably 5+ years. She was unable to sleep because her pain levels were at an 8. And she was really the picture of health. She worked out every day. She ate all of the right things. She was very into her health. She helped women get healthy. So she was a person out there with all of the knowledge and the skills that she had. She still was banging her head in her own life. And so when she came to me, again, her pain level was at 8. We put some things in place really quickly for her. We used her eyes to figure out where the source of her problems were. We changed some things around in her schedule. And very quickly, within 2 weeks, actually, her pain level was at a 2. And then probably at week 3, I think she said she was sleeping like a baby. So the rest of her time really with me was really just going down into a deeper level so that we would get down to the source of it. And, 3 months after working with her, after she graduated, she reported no pain and still sleeping like a baby. So this, you can imagine just how life-changing that was for her. She was in so much pain that she was having a hard time to do the one thing that she really loved, and that's teaching women how to be healthy and teaching women how to be fit. And she was very, very good at that. But we needed to help her understand how to fit it into her own life. And sometimes it's really, really small shifts, and sometimes it's very, very easy things. All right. Now, if you get this right, you can finally figure out what your body needs and exactly how to fit it into your life. You can start building up any imbalances deep inside that are stealing your energy and keeping you in pain and keeping you in exhaustion and keeping your brain foggy. You can actually fortify your strengths as you move into your next stage of life, whatever that is for you. And you can work consistently to reset your entire body, clear your mind, and balance your mood, right? Especially for those of you who out there that are maybe premenopause or perimenopause or postmenopause or going through menopause, all of these different categories of menopause we have now. This is very important because you have to know what your body needs. It really is a source of your body is changing. All right. And then you can take your health to the next level and your career, your relationships, any dreams out there that you want to accomplish. I'm telling you, when you heal your body and you move all of those things, all of those blocks out of the way, then there's so many opportunities that you probably don't even have the capacities to think about yet. Now, if you get this wrong, you may continue to miss the spot while your body gets weaker, your symptoms get worse, or they turn into an illness that must be treated medically. And I know that some of you are already there, and that's fine, but I want you to know that your body can still heal itself, right? We want your body to be strong. You may miss out on the opportunity to change your health forever and could be missing out on so many things in your life. You could continue to push through, wearing yourself out, stressing yourself out over something that you could actually have control of. Now, I know that we've talked about a lot. I just want to kind of give a little bit of a summary. The number 1 shift is really to get unbusy and start listening to your body. The number 2 shift is to work to heal the source and not the symptoms each and every day, and to bring that into the real world and to bring that into your real life, not just the knowing, but the actual actions of it. And the next step is to find your imbalances through your beautiful brown eyes. They really do hold the key to a lot of different things that I think that you will find very, very helpful and very, very useful as you go through your health journey. All right. Shift number 4, I think. All right, moving in. This is actually using the secret weapon. And we've talked about this a little bit, but I really want you to know that information. We are in the age of information, and so much information out there, and it's really hard to navigate it, right? So I think what we've accomplished over this first part of this masterclass is understanding how to get the right information. And once you get the right information, once you kind of know what the source is, you know what the imbalance is, you've used your eyes, you know exactly what you're dealing with, you know how your body works. Now we have to, implement it into your everyday life. And that is really the secret sauce. It's developing a healing routine that you can actually keep up with, that you crave. It's really the key to healing your body. It's the key to being consistent. And I hear so many women saying that they're inconsistent and they can't seem to keep things sustainable in their life. Even women that I know are able to do it. But creating a simple, successful system in your life, right? And being realistic about what you can do and what you can't do. You have a lot of systems going on in your life right now already. So we want to just create a self-healing system in your life, one that is actually realistic. And when you do this, what we're talking about, right? Your healing routine, it has to be multidimensional, which means it has to cover your physical body, your nutrition, your herbs. It has to cover your thoughts, your mental wellness. It has to cover your emotional wellness, right? How you feel about yourself and about things, and how you deal with stresses of your life. It has to support your social life, right? Where your relationships are, and how you take care of that, and how you click into that, you know? And then, of course, your spiritual and also your sexual energy, your creative energy, you know, how you're connecting with the things that you really want to manifest in your life. I mean, that is so important, right? So what we're talking about is actually matching every step that you take, every thought that you have, every thing that you put inside of your body should be in line with what your spirit wants and what your higher desires are. So also your healing routine, we want to address your root cause. We want to fit it into your life. We want it to be fun enough that you crave it. We want it to be potent enough that you get results very quickly. And like I said, that happens when you get the right support. And we want your routine to be able to be done anywhere, no matter where you are, what you have on. We want you to be able to deal with it. And want to fit that all into no more than 30 minutes, 3 times a day. And I know that sounds like a tall order, but when you know exactly what you're dealing with, and you work with, when you have the right support, and you are willing to make some changes and make some adjustments and be flexible in your life, then I'm telling you, it's no big deal. We get it done all the time. Now, Moni is a very, very, she's a great example of this, right? She's a busy engineer. She does not have any time. She's got a husband. She's got a kid. She's got life. She's got social events and all of these things. And so we figured out that the only time she really had for herself was on the train to work and on the train back from work. So what we did is we streamlined her healing routine down to that. And really, you know, I mean, she started, first of all, enjoying her commute to work. She looked forward to her commute to work. She knew that she was going to be healing herself. And by the time she got home, she felt so accomplished. She didn't feel guilty. She didn't have to like, oh my God, I got to go to the gym. She had already done all of this work for herself. And it really, really made a difference in getting the results that she wanted. All right. And so if you get this right, by the time you get home, you will have already spent at least 1 hour taking care of yourself. And now all you have to do is relax, right? Okay. In the fake world, I know that a lot of you have so many things to do when you get home, and I get that. But imagine if you can get home and you've already spent an hour with yourself, right? You've already spent an hour with yourself. No matter what else you do the rest of the night, if you go to the gym or do whatever you want to do, all those things, you've already spent an hour with yourself. Imagine how good that will feel. And now, you know, with my women, all they have left now is their evening routine, which is really just setting yourself up to get rest, and so that you feel accomplished, and your body now has been healing itself all day. The more you do it, I can tell you that the more your body feels more energized, the mind gets clearer, and everything in your life again gets easier. You're sleeping better, you're waking up refreshed, and getting more done with joy. Now, if you get this wrong, you can keep knowing and not doing. And so many women are there. You may be there right now. You can continue to try one thing at a time and not get the results that you have been looking for. You can continue to deprive your body of what is actually asking you for, and needlessly experience symptoms that could be dealt with very quickly. You can continue feeling overwhelmed and pushing through like you don't have enough time, and feeling unsupported, and all of the words that I hear women say, and continue just running after yourself and trying to catch up. Now, there is an old way of doing things, and I know you all are very familiar with it, and that's like just joining gyms and trying diets and programs that are not sustainable, using herbs and supplements without really knowing your body. And a lot of those can be very harmful when you don't really know what you're doing. And continue, you know, gathering a bunch of information that's not really based on your body or your individuality. Continuing to push through and getting yourself in this weakened state and not getting the support that you need to get the results that you want. That is all part of the old way. And at the end of this road, I can say that it's usually more stress and more medication. Now, the new way is that self-healing is a lifestyle. It's not a fad. It's not a diet. It's a laser focused way to put your body and your imbalances in your schedule and your genetics, right? You are no longer the victim to age, your family history, or to your hormones. You can use your body's intelligence so that you can actually perform at a higher level. And you will be able to age powerfully, right? The new way is all about aging powerfully instead of helplessly, and finding your joy and your peace as you heal. Now, moving on to, we've covered so much, but moving on to, shift number 5, and that really is getting expert support. Now, it really does take a lot of support. Support and accountability are the ingredients that most people are missing. It takes a lot of courage, really, to say, look, I'm doing the best I can. What I'm doing is not really working very well because I'm not feeling like myself, and I need a little help. But these are the words of the strong. These are not the words of the weak. And if you're feeling like you're too busy or even entertain this idea, then probably I would say you need to raise your hand first. You think about Simone Biles and FloJo and Serena and all these beautiful athletes. Who would they be without a coach, right? Or without support? Having someone see you, see your body, see your schedule, see your individuality, that can take you to levels that you don't even know exist. And, if I work with a woman for 8 weeks, let's just say, she's usually past her initial symptoms for the first 2 or 3 weeks. And the rest, again, is just discovering and knowing and unleashing her best self so that her results are real, so that they're lasting, and so that no matter what, she can sustain her routine after we're done and in her everyday life. Mentors can help you see things that you cannot see, and they can help you accomplish your goals efficiently without wasting any more time. Now, when your health is involved, time is truly of the essence. Most women report not having enough time. Mentors take all of the guesswork out so that you can spend whatever time that you do have actually healing your body and not on your computer researching or feeling guilty about not being consistent. I have women who have been dealing with symptoms for over 15 years get rid of those symptoms in 2 weeks, all right? Just from intelligent, consistent action. Imagine what you could have done, what they could have done with that time, right? With 15 years, if they could have had that out of the way. What could they have accomplished with good energy, and good health and clear thinking over 15 years? A more vibrant body, more confidence, right? And then I ask you, what can you accomplish right now? If you can just move these things out of your way, what can you accomplish? So I want to give you 5 reasons to invest in a mentor. One is, you're out there trying to do all of the right things, but you're not looking or feeling like you want to. You're so busy that you're neglecting yourself and feeling very, very frustrated. You have a family history that you want to avoid and you feel yourself slipping. You're ready to get healthy, but you don't know where to start and you don't know what to do. And the last one is that you're not getting the answers that you want, or the support that you want from your medical team. All right. And that's no diss. I'm sure that your doctor's doing the best that he or she can. But again, most of what we're talking about is, that's kind of in a different category. That's your medical intervention. We're talking about what you can do in your everyday life to make you feel better. All right. Now, if you get this right, you could be as little as 8 short weeks away from looking and feeling like yourself. You can start taking care of yourself right now and actually fit it into your life. All right. You can finally figure out the hurdles that have been holding you back. You can tap into your body's intelligence and defy your family history. And you can stop obsessing over your health and get back to living the joyful life that you deserve. And that's real stuff. Now, if you get this wrong, you can continue with trial and error approaches that take much longer than necessary. You can continue, spending the little time that you have researching and trying to figure out things and using things that may not be working. You may never reach the deeper levels of well-being that you know are possible. And you can stay stuck letting your health get in the way of progress, accomplishment, joy, opportunity, possibility. And so today, right? Today, I promised you to give you a step-by-step strategy to fit a healing routine into your life, even on the busiest of days. A proven method to naturally energize your body, decrease your pain, clear your mind, and balance your mood without medication. The simple trick that you can use to get deep, refreshing sleep, even when your mind won't shut down, even when you're in pain, and when you're feeling stressed out. The blueprint to heal your foggy brain, concentrate better, and start accomplishing goals that you've been putting off. A simple format to turn your long workouts and boring healthy food plans into a self-healing lifestyle that is easy and fun and adaptable to even the most challenging schedules. The tools that you need to heal yourself from the inside out, instead of using band-aids or quick fix solutions that are not giving you the results that you want. The recipe to regain control of your own body, your own health, your own energy, so that you can move to this next phase of your life with power and control and good health. Now, here's all you need to win. You need to get unbusy, listen to your body, work from the source, use your brown eyes for answers, use the secret weapon, and invest in mentoring. That's all you need. Super simple, right? So now you have a choice. All right. So just take a deep breath, and I want you to understand that you do have a choice. You always have a choice. And yes, you can keep banging your head and trying to figure it out on your own, right? You can keep pushing through. You can keep feeling unsupported and like you don't have enough time and like, the whole world is on your shoulders. You can continue down that road, and that's your choice. And I honor that choice, all right? Or you can take the other pill, which is, raising your hand and just saying, listen, again, I'm doing the best I can, all right? I'm tired of feeling this way. I want to feel better. I know that I can feel better. I could use some help. I'm ready to get this done. Let's do this in the most efficient way possible. All right? And so those are really your two choices. And here's what I have for you. Here's how I can help. Today, my team has set out some time over the next 48 hours to speak with you personally about how you can start applying these ideas to your life today, right? Right now. And the cost is absolutely free. You'll pick up the phone and we'll talk for about 45 minutes to an hour just about your health. And there's no cost to you. You can start figuring some things out for yourself right now. Now, again, this is for any woman with brown eyes who is ready to take her health to the next level by any means necessary. Any woman with brown eyes who wants to know exactly what she's missing out, what she's missing so that she can do something about it, right? You're ready to do something about it. And any woman who wants to deal with it right now, tired of putting it off, tired of feeling like this, and just does not want to delay her healing so that she can start looking and feeling like herself, all right? And finally, for any brown-eyed woman who is tired of suffering in silence and really wants to do things the right way this time so that she can thrive and inspire everyone around her to do the same. I hear the most amazing, amazing stories of what people want to do when they have more energy and more time and more freedom. It's just some amazing things that you want to do. What is that amazing thing that you want to do, and how is your health holding you back? Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I understand that simple, small shifts can save a person's life. I understand that, arming yourself with the right information, the right system, and the right support is really the key to getting to where you're trying to go. I know that you're busy, and I know that a lot of people depend on you, and you need to be healthy and you need to be strong. And I know that you will be 100%, 1,000% more successful if you do not face this challenge alone. All right. Now, here is what we're going to do on the call, right? When you call me. And the way that you get me, again, is just go to drverrett.com/apply. Again, that's DRV as in victory, ERRETT.com/apply. And on the call, this is what we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss your three main symptoms. We're going to walk you back to the source, and then we're going to figure out a plan to fix it. Real simple stuff. I think, most of the women that I speak with have never, ever spent an hour talking about themselves, but it's so worth it. It is so, the discoveries that we make are just awesome. So here's all you have to do to book your slot. Again, you're going to go to www.drverrett.com/apply, and that's DR, V as in victory, ERRETT.com/apply. You're going to pick a day and time. You're going to see my calendar. You're going to pick a day and time that works for you, and you are going to fill out a short application. If you cannot find a day and time that works for you, then all you have to do is you can go to drverrett.com, and then you can shoot me a text. I will call you at the time that you choose, all right? I will call you at the time that you choose. You don't have to do anything else but just sit back, drink some tea, and relax, and let's just have a conversation, right? And even I can say that, look, even if you have to take a day, or if you have to take a lunch break, or you got to, lock yourself in a room, just do it, because it is so, so helpful. And it can be transformational. One phone call, okay? There's only one of me. My slots fill up super, super quick. So I would suggest that you go ahead and get on that site. I hope that you get in and you get onto my schedule. I would like to say thank you so much. I hope that this information has been helpful for you. I want to send you lots of love and lots of healing vibes and energy. Again, you can go to drverrett.com/apply. Thank you for spending this time with me. Blessings to you. Respect. Bye.